Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to tie and trellis raspberry plants. So, a couple things you're going to need are some stakes that I've already kind of pre-prepped already. They're planting stakes that I got at Ace Hardware. And you will need a couple other items. So, you'll need at least a 4-pound sledgehammer and galvanized steel wire. You guys can get any kind of wire that you want, just depending on your choosing and how thick it is. It's thin enough that I can literally cut it with gauze scissors. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then, since the raspberry starter plants and bushes, you'll need some gloves. All right, so let's get started. Now, the reason why we are doing this, I wanted to show you guys on camera. Raspberry plants will start to hang over if they're not supported. If the canes are not supported, so this is considered the cane here. We want it somewhat upright like this for the time being. Now I may be saying the word wrong, I may not be doing this correctly for trellising raspberry plants, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand them up against these stakes and just tie them. Eventually, as these plants mature, I'd like to trellis them and I've seen structures made with big pieces of wood and 2x4s, and I'll eventually get to that point and we'll give them some good support so that way the root system can stay intact, it'll stay supported, and we'll have a healthy root system for the next year as the plant continues to grow. So that is the reason why I'm tying these up. You don't want your low-hanging fruits to be eaten up by bugs and slugs. And then also, eventually over time, if I continue to let them just lean down like this, the root system is going to be pulled up, it's going to get weak, and then the raspberry plants will eventually die off. It'll have a weak root system. So what I'm trying to do is aid the plant by tying them up and helping support the root system so that way we have healthy raspberry bushes every season. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and pound the stakes into the ground a little bit more, get them in there. Use a stool or a chair for this. Just want to get out at a good angle. That should help. Just really get them in there, that way they're solid. On this side here. This is about the same. This part of the soil is pretty easy. All right, we're solid. I thought I could get it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so that first part was kind of difficult, getting the bottom stems to get them to the stake. I think the top parts will be easier. I'm gonna do just 2 places here at the base of the roots. You guys can probably see that there. And then I'm gonna just stack them on top, and I'll go ahead and film that for you, just because it was a little bit hard navigating. Tore off some leaves, as you guys can see. So we'll go ahead and do this top part next. So take out your wire. By the way, you can use wire cutters, any thickness of wire that you want. This has been working for me so far. I used this for the garden this year when I was making my fence. So we're just going to tie this guy up here ever so lightly. You might rip off some leaves in the process, guys. Actually, I don't need that much. So, do that. So I'm going to come this way, close to the hole. And I just interlace it like this. kind of want to keep some distance from the pole though, so that way it can still grow. So something like that. But I want to keep it near and upright. Try to get it close up. Weeds are always in the way where I'm trying to tie. Yeah, just keep it loose. That's what I would do. One. My apologies, guys. I had to move the pole a little bit closer on this second one here because it was bending towards me per se. So I had to actually put it almost behind it and then pull it back with the wire. So just a slight adjustment, but I'll probably have to adjust these again in the future. All right, and then lastly, I wanted to show you guys the wire tie here. Like, I'm just trying to keep a distance, and then I just wrapped it around here. Same with the second part over here. You guys can see that, I hope. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up on the job. So I'm just keeping it loose though, so that way it's got some space to grow. As for this one, it doesn't really need a second part tied. It's not that tall yet, but just down here at the base, this is ideally what we're going for, to kind of prop that up, because these canes are getting really well established. You guys can see here I did a little bit more work over on this side, so it took me a minute. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked this kind of content for raspberries. Alright guys, I've talked enough. I gotta get going on with the rest of my day. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.